Hi, this is the 13th Wolfman, and this is my review for Cheezy Flicks. Cheezy Flicks film, She Freak. Look at this cover. Man, is this a great cover. I love this. This is She Freak. This is a movie that was made in the late 60s, and, okay, to all the people that don't know this, at one point in time in the early 90s, I was a carny. So, I like movies that take places at carnivals and circuses. This takes place, the movie was made with the permission of West Coast Shows in the 1960s. West Coast Shows was run by Bobby Conn. Bobby Conn, man, this guy had his foot in the door when it came to carnivals in the 1950s and 60s. I mean, this was a huge carnival. So that's when you watch this movie, that's the carnival that you see. It's great to have it. So this young lady, well, basically the She Freak. You don't really see her on the front, but there she, yeah, there she is on the back. She's a little waitress at a little diner, a little greasy spoon. And she wants more out of life than that in Texas, you know. So she says, I got to find something else. The guy comes in promoting the carnival that's coming to town. She says to him, you think you can get me a job there? He gives her a name to go out and check out. She goes out there, checks out. She basically becomes a waitress. She goes from being a waitress at a greasy spoon to a waitress at a traveling carnival. But she meets the guy that runs the freak show. The sword swallower, the midget, the geek, the fire eater, the bearded lady, the tattooed man, the strong man, the people that they call the sideshow freaks, you know. And she really likes him, and they get married, and then she wants something more. Again, she wants something more. She wants something more out of life, but she does not like the freaks. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to let you guys check this out. Cheezy Flicks did it pretty good. The movie's okay. There are times where the color changes from like a nice crisp color to a kind of a washed out color. It's not so bad. I mean, the movie itself looks good, but it just kind of like blinks and then blinks back. It's probably the best copy of this movie that's out there. It's really nice. The girl that plays, what's her name? What is her name? Claire Brennan, the woman that plays the waitress, wound up having an affair with the guy that plays the midget. Now, the guy that plays, I'm sorry if I'm using the wrong term, little person. But the guy that plays the little person is Felix Silla. If you don't know who Felix Silla is, watch the 1960s classic TV show, The Addams Family. He's the guy that's in the giant ball of hair as Cousin It. Felix Silla had an affair with this woman while he was married to another woman, and he even had a child with this woman. Now, the way I understand it is that they didn't really hide it, but they didn't go out of their way to promote it either. It's kind of like if you knew, you knew. If you didn't, well. So you got Felix Silla in this. You got Claire Brennan. The movie is pretty good. Like I said what I said about the changing of the tinting of the color. It's something that you can sit through. It's just something that happens with older films. What would I give this? I'd give this 2 3/4 out of 4 chainsaws. Easy. I enjoyed it. It is kind of long-winded though. I mean, there are times where you just want a little more action to start. But overall, it's a good film. I'm going to leave the link to Cheezy Flicks below. Think you should check it out, see what they say. see what they have to show you. I mean, this is actually a decent film. I'm the 13th Wolfman. I'm on the prowl.